Oh, I killed him, baby.
Cool, baby, he got one. He got one.
Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. Hello everybody, welcome to Wild Dominion Outdoors on this beautiful Thanksgiving in 2021. Thought we'd bring you some Turkey Day tips as we enter the rifle season, and for many of us what will be the late archery season. We do some rifle hunting as opportunity permits, but still predominantly hunting ground where it's not safe to shoot rifles. So we still use archery tackle many of our hunts during rifle season, and it's time to update. It's time to check in with our archery equipment and make sure everything's still squared away. And not only that, but I got a new pair of gloves and I wanted to bring them out and test them. Obviously I'm not wearing those yet because I want to make sure that my bow's dialed in where it needs to be. And so I'm going to put on all my gear, and I'll show you what I have on then after I'm done. But I think it's very recommendable to use everything that you use in a deer stand when you're practicing, especially leading up to the late season. When you have your thickest, bulkiest stuff on, your heaviest stuff to keep warm, and you need to make sure that you're still accurate. You're going to cause yourself a lot of aggravation, and we all know what deer hunting is. It's aggravation plus in a lot of cases. So we want to do our best to minimize that so we can still maintain joy. What I'm shooting a 2012 Elite Answer. It's the 10th year for this bow, and who knows, maybe there will be an 11th, maybe not. Elite just came out with their new Envision. I can't wait to shoot that, even though I'm not able to buy it right now, but I'm praying the Lord would provide for it. But I'm thankful for this one, as I'm thankful for so much in my life, most notably God's gracious salvation of my soul, so that I can look forward to eternity in heaven with Him without any sorrow, without any pain or aggravation whatsoever. Will there be deer hunting in heaven? Probably. But there won't be aggravation because there won't be sin, I can promise you that. So I'm going to just start off shooting. I got all my layers under this Under Armour coat that I wear. And I'm going to just start seeing where this bow is. I'm at 20 yards right here, and I have a camera down there at the target as well. So shooting my 25-yard pin, I shoot that pin out to 30 yards. But we're just going to make sure this is dialed in, then we'll go back a little bit. Right now I'm worrying about anchor. Nice smooth draw, but my nose, the string on the corner of my mouth, I use a kisser button. My knuckle under my ear, that's the one I always miss. And then hover, hover, hover. And I'm starting to wonder if I need to go a half inch more. I'm at 28 and a half inch draw length, but I gotta pull hard to get my knuckle under my earlobe. So I'm not sure. I might need to be at 29 or 28 and 3/4. The good news is that new Elite Envision, the draw length is adjustable in 1/4 inch increments, and that might just be the ticket. So we'll see. String on the nose, kisser, knuckle, hover. Little twang on the string. Not sure what that's all about. That's a Philip Vanderpool. You guys are familiar with Philip Vanderpool. He is a hunting icon, essentially. A lot of different outfits, but that's his saying, a little twang on the string. Just going to shoot 5 arrows at 20 yards here. Using the True Fire Edge fold back release. Flung that one up there high on purpose. All right, go down there and take a look. Not the kind of group you're after at 20 measly long. All right, I'm going to shoot a couple more of these because if I'm being honest, that was not very pleasing to me. That group at 20 yards. My bow needs some work. I know this. It needs strings. Strings are tight, stretched. I didn't want to spend 150, 160 bucks on strings because I'm not sure I'm keeping this bow in the next season. So I'm just trying to get this bow through this season. I already took one doe with it at 17 yards, and bow put it out there perfect. Doe ran 60 yards and crashed. So it's adequate. It's adequate. I'm shooting a group that many guys might be very pleased with. I'm not. So we'll keep working here a little bit. Take our time. Anchors, 3 of them, nose, corner to mouth with the kisser. First, of course, goes the knuckle under the eardrum. Probably only shoot 3 this round at 20. We're going to get dressed and move back a little bit. I think we're going to like that group a lot better. Amazing what you do when you shut your mouth and concentrate a little bit in it. That's the kind of group we're talking about right there. Take them all out at once. All right. I'm out at 30 now. I'm still using the same 25-yard pin. I like to use a 25 out to 30. Understanding it might be a smidge low, but usually from the tree it's not. So I'm just going to shoot a few from here, see where we're at, and then I'm going to put some headgear on that I would wear in the cold and my new gloves. 30 yards. Tell the huge difference shooting with all these layers on, and right now I have 6 on my upper body. I'll show them to you then. Huge difference between this and shooting in a t-shirt or even just a light jacket. Let's go one more there. I don't know what happened that first one. They're a bit low. That one is too. Not liking that. All right, so I'm using a 25-yard pin at 30 yards. 2 are good. 2 are way lower than the others, which is unfortunately something I've been dealing with and trying to fix. I'm not sure what the answer is. We'll see if we can work it out. All right, what are we dealing with here for outerwear? Well, first we're starting with one of these cheap Walmart neck gaiters. It's by Realtree, but it's not the most ergonomically correct thing on the planet, but it works. I've been wearing it a couple times. My Huntworth winter beanie cap covers my ears, and I can actually get that neck gaiter up over it as well for double protection. You can just pull it down. You got to pull it down obviously to shoot if you want to get the string to the corner of your mouth. I got these new Manzilla gloves, and I've had a pair of these for a long time and I lost them somehow. But these are archery gloves, so your release fits right through. I'm going to show you that. They are I think they're considered a mid-weight glove. They have different weights that they put out, and they have the little texting fingers and the thumb, which honestly, if I was going to do an official review on these, that would be a negative. But this wrist strap folds right up around your release so that your release still comes out. You see that? And you can shoot, and that's what we're going to try. My old ones worked really well. I could shoot really well. We're going to try with these. So 6 layers, a hat, and a neck gaiter. Most guys, including yours truly, if I'm being honest, so I'm not being hypercritical, we don't shoot like this nearly enough, because when we do most of our practice in the summertime, nobody can stand a dress like this. So we're here 30 yards. Not the pinpoint accuracy I'm looking for, but it's a kill shot for sure, and a good one at that. I'll tell you, the most difficult thing when you shoot with gloves on and neck gaiter, you gotta make sure this is down so you can get to your earlobe if that's one of your anchors. It's my primary anchor, but it's difficult to feel that gloved knuckle up by your earlobe. It's very difficult. That's another kill shot. So if we're not perfectionists, right now we're happy. But I know what I'm capable of. I know what I've done in the past. So that's just a smidge low. It'll work. And again, you know, when a deer's coming in, especially one with antlers that you've been looking for, maybe the adrenaline starts running. We often get caught up not thinking about what we're doing when we're taking a shot, but that's the most important thing, is shot execution. And it all starts in archery with those anchors. So even in, you know, the most exciting hunting situation that we could dream of, we have to focus on the little things to execute the shot, and we got to start with our anchors, right? We're going to take a shot. I got to get my anchors right, and then remember to aim. Pick a spot and squeeze. Let the release of the string be a surprise. If you're aiming and squeezing, you still should be caught off guard, even if it doesn't take that long to execute the shot. And for me, it normally doesn't. I don't take a long time to get on my spot. That's not a good group by target archery standards, but by hunting standards, I think there's 5 kill shots in that target. We're going to go take a look. Again, that's at 30 yards shooting a 25-yard pin, and if we're out of a tree stand, which we're not today, but if we were, I'm taking all those. I'd take all those anyway, because the deer's going to jump that a little bit. Those are all lethal, especially with a 2-inch Rage broadhead come on. I like that group. I like that group, and I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm aiming here, center of this white thing, which is supposed to be the heart. And I got 4. I took this one bad one out. I got 4 touching each other, essentially. Take them all out at once at 35 yards with all my gear on. That makes me very happy. All right. 4 out of those last 5 at 35 yards were touching each other right on the edge of the heart. So we're moving it back to 40 for one more round. Thanks for sticking with us. And again, we're going to focus on the same things here. We're going to stay calm, relax, breathe. It's a big issue when guys are target shooting. They forget to relax. They get all uptight, worried about what they're doing or ain't doing. We're going to stay calm, relax, breathe. We're going to get focused on our anchors that first knuckle underneath my earlobe, string in the corner of my mouth, which I verify with a kisser, and my end of my nose on my string. When you further back you go, the more you have to follow through. I mean, we should learn to do that even at the shortest distances. Follow through a long time. Make sure the shot is executed, and before you let down. So, but when you get to 40 yards and out, you really got to do that. It's going to affect everything. That shot is low, I believe, because I did not follow through. Actually, it's not bad at all. Not nearly what I thought. Funny thing in archery, sometimes you feel like you had the worst sight picture, and it turns out to be the best shot because it was a surprise. You didn't anticipate the shot. Following through in archery is a lot like umpiring. The proper use of your eyes means staying on the baseball all the way until it hits the catcher's mitt, until it hits the fielder's glove, making sure and verifying it has firm, secure possession. Following through in archery is kind of the same. It's really useful. If you can see your arrow flying through your sight housing for some distance, you know you're following through. Running these Bloodsport Evidence arrows, about 460 grains, somewhere thereabouts. Upgraded to those last year because I thought I was having penetration issues. Turns out I was probably right. But 100 grain tip, they equal out about 460 grains, and I have not had any issues in the 2 deer I've shot with these so far. Actually, one of them was a big buck I shot last year, the biggest of my life, and it was quartering to me a little bit. First light, November 4th, came straight up the front leg. And said, that's it, man, straight up the front leg. I'm not even going back at all because he was quartering to me. I was just going to stay right there at the top of the front leg. And turns out that's where I hit him. Blew right through his heart. He ran about 80 yards and fell over. Got to push that one up somehow. But I think I'm going to be happy that hopefully 5 out of 5 after this one will be kill shots. Let's go take a look. All right, that's at 40. 40 yards, they're all 5 kill shots, especially with a 2-inch Rage chisel tip. Not the greatest group, and I could do a lot better, but I'm happy with that. I'm fully gloved up, hat, neck gaiter, 6 layers on my torso, and we still made 5 consecutive lethal shots at 40 yards. Nothing to complain about. We're not trying to win a 3D tournament. We're just trying to kill some deer. All right, well, I'm happy. I'm happy. I didn't do my best shooting, but I know I have some equipment issues. I have some string issues on my bow, and some tuning issues as well. You can tell some fishtailing in my arrows. But today's purpose was to try out these new gloves with my release, and yeah, they worked great, and they're very warm. So I'm very excited about that. That's about the only thing that's not going to get washed after today. Everything else should get washed. Guys, when you do these exercises, seriously consider washing your gear. I mean, I just stank everything. I'm sweating right now. It's just close to 50 or it is 50 degrees outside, and I'm wearing everything. You might be seeing steam come off my head because that is drenched. It's my Bino pack I got to put away because I want to show you guys the layers that I'm wearing at 50 degrees to try and practice with the way that I sit in a tree in cold weather. And again, rifle season's coming, but where we hunt, not safe. So we're going to keep using archery tackle a lot of the time. We're going to get a little rifle hunting in, but we got to travel to do that. So I'm going to take this off. Try to zoom in here and show you what I'm wearing. Got this neck gaiter. That's now got to get washed. This Under Armour Storm. It's also 10 years old. That probably does not, because that didn't get much sweat on it, if any. And we spray down too. We spray down with Wildlife Research Center spray. So I got my vest, and that's okay, but everything else is getting washed. So this is a Realtree outer from Walmart. 2, 3, 4, and this first layer is a real thick base layer from Russell Athletics. So that's 4. The vest is 5. The Under Armour Storm coat is 6 layers. And boy, was I toasty. By the way, the reason for the vest and not another thing that has sleeves, the more you have on your arms, connecting your arms to your body, the harder it is to climb, the harder it is to shoot. So this is a really solid, thick layer just for my torso. And of course does not restrain my arms anymore. So that's my Thanksgiving, my Turkey Day tip for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. I thank you for watching Wild Dominion Outdoors, and I pray you take the rest of your time today to sit still, be quiet, and give thanks to the Lord our God and King. His love endures forever. Like and subscribe to the channel. You'll be glad you did. We're going to do our best to continue to bring quality content. If I hadn't said it already, there's a fair chance that the staff is going to be venturing into saddle hunting in the very near future. So as we do that, we'll bring you along with us, and you can decide too if you want to get super mobile and take up the sport of saddle hunting. God bless you all. Happy Thanksgiving.